If you're planning to start a YouTube channel in 2023 because you're a small business owner and you want a really quick way to bring some extra additional revenue into your small business, don't. Seriously, don't do it. Posting videos on YouTube can result in extra revenue for your small business. However, it's not something that happens overnight, and it's definitely not as easy as everybody wants to think it is, especially if you are trying to run or manage a small business at the same time. Take me, for example. The first YouTube video that I posted on this channel was back in June of 2017, and I didn't get monetized until 2021. And now here I am at the end of 2022, spending my free time, money, and resources upgrading my YouTube studio, because that's the type of thing you do. While getting monetized on YouTube can feel like pulling teeth, it does have the capacity to bring in extra revenue for your small business. It's also a great platform to introduce your small business to potential customers and clients that may buy your products and services down the road. And of course, and probably most importantly, it can help you to really build a loyal base of followers that will grow with your small business over time. So if you are serious about adding YouTube to your marketing plan for 2023, then keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips for starting on YouTube in 2023. This is great. It's going to help with the sound quality in my studio. Welcome to my studio. If you can't tell, this space needs a little bit of an upgrade. So this room is multi-purpose. It has to be an office during the day where I work my full-time job, and it also has to be a studio space where I can film YouTube videos. We moved into this cabin a few months ago, and the audio has just been atrocious, really bad in here. I think it's because we have wood paneling and also wood flooring. I don't have a carpet down right now. And so what I'm trying to do is fix this space up to be sure that I can get the most and the best audio quality. Eventually, I'm also going to be switching out my mic. We're going to set this up to also be a space where we can film podcasts here in the future, and so the audio is going to have to be on point. So I'm taking just some initial steps right now to get this space ready so that once we buy those mics, we're getting the best sound and quality out of that. But let's go ahead and jump into our 5 tips for starting a YouTube channel in 2023. Tip number 1, have a firm grasp on how YouTube is going to fit into your small business. So here's the thing. You're probably not going to get rich off of YouTube AdSense. Now, yes, your goal ultimately is to get monetized on YouTube so that the videos that you're posting are going to be driving more revenue into your small business. However, for people that are aspiring to be full-time YouTubers, they typically associate any income coming in from YouTube with YouTube AdSense. It is different for you because you are a small business owner that already has a small business established. So therefore, your ultimate goal is to sell more products or services, or to increase awareness for your brand or for your small business. Now, that is very different from someone who doesn't have any products or services to sell yet, and they're just trying to figure out how to make it big on YouTube. So understanding upfront how you're going to utilize YouTube as a tool to increase the sales on your products and services is extremely important. You need to be thinking about that before you start a YouTube channel, or at the very beginning as you're posting those first few videos. Now, you can always pivot, and you will as you create more video content. However, it's really important to understand and to remember what your main focus is, because trust me, at some point you're going to get caught up in wanting more views. And views are fine. Monetizing on YouTube is great. Additional revenue every month from that is fabulous, but you can't lose focus on the fact that your small business has to be at the center of all of this. This is just another marketing resource and marketing tool, just like newspaper advertising would be, except bigger, better, and something that will last indefinitely and attract new customers and clients to your small business 24/7. All right, so it's been a couple days and I've made progress in this room. I've rearranged the furniture, got the room cleaned up, and really thought about how I wanted to utilize this tight space that I have. I'm going to show you right now what the room is currently looking like. All right, so the next step here is I'm going to wipe down 2 of these walls so that I can install these acoustic panels that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll have the link to these down in the description below. I ordered a total of 4 boxes, 3 of them white and 1 set black. There's an 18 pack in each box. In order to install these, you simply take the backing off, and it says that just press firmly and they'll stick on their own. So I'm really hoping that this adhesive is great so that it sticks on these log walls. I don't really know how well that's going to do, so let's hope it goes well. I've also enlisted my husband to help to make this process go a lot smoother and quicker, and also because I cannot hang anything to save my life correctly, at least, or level. So he's going to be able to help me with that. All right, so before we get started with that though, let's jump into tip number 2, which is know your target audience. You have to be able to speak their language, and in order to do that, you have to do the research ahead of time to know what gap you're going to fill. The other part of it is that you should be comfortable doing this because you own a small business and you should know your target audience really well. But if you don't, this is a great exercise for you to walk through. Now, the one thing is you're going to have a mindset shift. So if, for example, you are a piano teacher and you offer piano lessons virtually or in person, then you're used to thinking that the information you're going to post on YouTube or the videos you're going to make are going to be on actual lessons or how to play something. But really, in fact, what you may find through the research is that people who are your target audience or who would be your ideal customers are actually going onto YouTube to look for recommendations on what type of piano to buy. If, for example, I'm a parent and I have a 5-year-old who I want to enroll in lessons, one of the first questions I'm going to have is, what type of piano can I buy a 5-year-old that, for one, is not going to break the bank, but is also going to be good quality and last for a couple of years? And so that may be something that you can turn into video content and post on YouTube. But in order for you to know that, you're going to have to do the research. So know your target audience really well, know who your YouTube channel is geared towards, and then make videos that speak to them. You don't want to make videos for the algorithm or to get views. Your goal is to drive more potential customers and clients that are going to buy your products and services. And with that, you have a very specific and niche down target audience that you need to be creating videos for. Is it going to take a while to increase those views over time? Probably, but at the end of the day, it's not so much the view count or the subscriber count as much as it is how well it's driving people to purchase your products and services. So just to sum that up, the more research you do ahead of time and the more targeted your YouTube channel is, the better quality of lead it's going to drive to your small business. All right, so I'm going to get started on this. We're finished up and I can already tell that the panels are working. It sounds quieter in here. There isn't as much of an echo, so they're doing their job. And what's really great is I happen to have 4 panels left over in case any of these come off the wall, because these log walls are not flat. So there are some of them that are barely hanging on there, but hopefully they'll stick because the adhesive seemed to be pretty strong on them. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then the next step is going to be to install this carpet right here. So that should also help with the sound quality in this room. As you can see, the carpet is down and it's looking pretty good. The sound is already much better in here. There are 2 final things that I'm going to do to the room. One of them is to bring a table in here that I purchased off of Facebook Marketplace, add 2 chairs, and then also just hang up some posters and some photos. But first, let's cover tip number 3, which is use YouTube as a funnel. What I mean by that is you don't want to hand over the keys to your kingdom to any social media platform, including YouTube. And that means that you should be considering having an email list that you can drive people to. And the reason you want to set up an email list is because if one day you decided that you didn't want to do YouTube anymore, you would still have a way to communicate with those potential customers and clients, or those fans that found your business on YouTube, but they actually like the content you're generating or the products and services that you offer. And so a really great way for you to start on YouTube is to actually set up an email list before you post your first video, or as you're posting those first couple of videos. It will help to funnel people from YouTube into your world, into your small business. That is something that I personally wish I had started doing sooner, but it is something that will add value to your business, and it allows you to form a relationship with people if you are dripping out consistent communication, and it also allows them to just learn more about your small business as well. And if any of these social media platforms change the rules, as they often do, you're not tied to it. You can still decide what's best for your small business without worrying about the fact that you might not be able to communicate with your YouTube subscribers or with people on a certain social media platform. So just be thinking ahead. How can you take people off of these social media platforms, off of YouTube, and onto your email list? All right, so my accent and memory wall is complete, and I am so jazzed about it. This was something that was extremely important to me just because I do utilize this space on a daily basis, and I want to look up and to just remember the good times that I've had, trips. I have something from Costa Rica where my husband and I got married, something from Seattle, something from concerts that I've been to, and also gifts from friends. So it's all stuff that's going to jog really great memories for me, and I like being able to see that on a daily basis. But let's go ahead and jump into tip number 4, which is to make a commitment to posting on YouTube. Now, what I mean by that is that eventually, once you start on YouTube, there's gonna come a time where life is gonna get in the way, and you're gonna feel like you simply don't have enough time to post or to edit or to create videos. And so treating it like you do any other marketing initiative or project in your small business is extremely important. If you are serious about gaining traction on YouTube for it to drive revenue or drive potential customers and clients to your small business, you have to take it seriously. Now, I'm not saying that you have to post on a weekly basis. You need to find the best posting schedule for you. So if you can only commit to posting 2 videos a month, then do that. Start there. But you do need to include it in your weekly schedule so that you don't find it difficult to complete, to edit, to shoot your YouTube videos. So make a commitment, come up with a game plan on how often you want to post on YouTube, and also start thinking about ideas. It is never too early to think of an idea for a future video. Some of the videos that I create, I actually will start maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead of time, and over time piece them together. Find a process that works well for you. Everybody works differently, and there are a million ways to do this. So just know there is no right or wrong way to do it. There's probably ways to do it more efficiently, but find the way that works best for you. Make that commitment though. All right, so the very last thing I'm going to do with this room is drag the table that I bought in here, well, with the help of my husband, and then I am going to find 2 chairs to kind of stick on the end, which I don't currently have bought yet. So if you have any recommendations on 2 cute little computer chairs or podcasting chairs that would work well, let me know in the comments below. All right, so as you can tell, we got the table in here and situated. It is the perfect fit. It's a small bistro table that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace, and I think it was actually at a local Starbucks. So if you've been to Starbucks, you know these tables are really small, but it's enough room for me to put 2 chairs on the end of it, and then podcast mic, and we are good to go to start podcasting here in the near future. But remember that the purpose for redoing this room was really to install these sound panels and also to include the carpet so that it could help my audio quality in my YouTube videos. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play you a very short clip of what it sounded like prior to me doing all of this. And using the same mic that I typically use for the YouTube videos, my Yeti mic, I'm going to plug it in and show you what the sound quality is like now. So let's go ahead and play that clip from a previous video right now. You've made up your mind. You are definitely going to diversify the revenue that is coming into your business, and you're going to start selling digital products. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. What do you guys think? Has this improved the quality of the audio any? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really hoping that you guys said yes so that I didn't just waste all this time putting sound panels up. But let's go ahead and finish up this video with tip number 5, which is to just get started. If you know you want to start creating YouTube videos in 2023, or you're strongly considering it, you've probably watched a YouTube video or 2 yourself, and you're probably researching the best format to create your videos or to present your information, the best equipment to use, how to create thumbnails, maybe even how to edit your videos and what software to use. But there comes a time where you need to pull the trigger and you actually just have to post your first video using what you have, knowing what you know. Just do it, because those first couple of videos are not going to be your best. You're going to learn over time the process. You're going to figure out a better way to make videos and to share your content and information. So the most important step is to just get started. There is a such thing as researching too much. And sometimes you'll get to the point where you'll actually paralyze yourself from taking any action, and you do not want to do that, especially if you know that creating YouTube videos can funnel potential clients or customers to your small business. Then just take action and start doing it now. Now, there are a million different ways to do it, and as I mentioned before, you have to find the best process for you. It's got to fit your schedule, your small business, and your lifestyle. But if you are curious and want to see how I go about creating my YouTube videos, then watch this next video here, because I will take you behind the scenes to show you how I create from start to finish, from inception or idea all the way to hitting publish on YouTube.